Hi and welcome back to another Steve's Amateur Garage video. As you can see, today we're going to be working on the Ferrari 360 Spider 2001 F1 flappy paddle gearbox. But we're not working on the gearbox today, that's work in progress at the moment. We're going back to, hopefully many of you will have seen one of my original videos on replacing the door pull. At least the wire cable inside the door, which is a common fault. We replaced it earlier in the year, and it's working fine. It opens the door 100% of the time, but it just needs adjustment. I'm not happy with how far you actually have to pull the little handle to actually get it to click open. I think we can adjust it a little bit, so I'm going to go through the how to remove the door panel. And the second step will be, can we adjust that little handle so we get a better feel somewhere near the middle of its travel rather than at the end. Wish me luck, here we go. First step is to remove the sort of plastic rubbery strip across the top of the door. You have to get these little bungs out the way, just get a small screwdriver underneath and then get your nail behind it and flip them out and lift this strip up, and you'll see there's one there and one there, tiny Allen key headed screws. So get this strip out the way and then get those two screws out, and then the same sort of screws are located right underneath the door panel, one in the middle and one near the end. Get those out the way first. Just a little tip, best to do it with the window all the way down, otherwise you can't get your screwdriver into these small Allen key screws. Next step, take out the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Allen headed machine screws. They're all the same length apart from one, which is the top one, which is slightly longer. You can then remove the silver decorative panel from the edge of the door. I then like to remove this pad here, which is just sort of held on a little metal clip there. If you can get your thumb underneath it and lever it up, it should just pop out. Easier said than done. Try this side. No, it's definitely this side comes out first. There you go. That clip there, and then just pull it out the way. Then we can undo the 3 bolts, 2 in the top, which are longer than the one in the bottom of the door handle. And then we're going to loosen off the 2 little nuts that are holding that cable in place. Those 2 there. Just loosen that end one off and then slide the cable out of that little bracket. Okay, while I was in there, inside the door pull, if you like, the door pad, just adjusted the screws that you can see right in the middle of the picture there, and put them basically right, this one right to the end of the thread, just so it poked through the little bracket and could get the lock nut on the other side, but really it's right on the very end. Hopefully you can see that. It's right on the very end of its thread, if you like, and that has definitely given the inner door pull a firmer feel. It clicks open with not so much travel. So hopefully I can do the same adjustment on the outer cable to make that little door handle feel more positive. Once we've loosened off that cable, got it out of its bracket, you can get right underneath the release lever, and down there, right in the middle of the picture, is a Phillips headed screw. We'll get that out of the way and hopefully we can remove the whole mechanism. Okay, once you've got all that out the way, you can then just lift the door straight off that channel, lift it straight up, and then you can see inside we've got the locking bar for the lock on a little plastic clip there. That's going to have to be undone. Then you've got an electrical connector there, that will have to be undone, and then basically we should just be able to spin the panel round and drop it onto the floor for now. Okay, and once you've got the door panel loose, you can get your hand behind it and release that locking cable from the little plastic, what is the twist on connector there. It was real struggle, it didn't want to come off, but got it in the end. So that's the clip that I had real trouble with. It's on the door lock. Metal bar runs this way to the door lock, and all you should do is just lift that bottom tab up so it sort of disengages from the bar, and then spin it round and it'll pop off. It just wasn't playing today. Got it in the end, but it was a fiddle. So right up, basically we've put the window right the way up, and you can see the bottom of the glass there inside the door, and behind the glass is the little bracket and the two nuts that hold that cable firmly in place. That is the door release cable, and as you can see it's got plenty of adjustment on there, and working on the principle that we moved the bolts or the nuts to the very end of the thread last time and it tightened it up. That's what I intend to do this time, move those nuts right to the end of the thread so they're just about catching, and hopefully that will give us a firmer feel on the door handle. Okay, there's the two nuts right at the end of the thread again, and hopefully that will give us a more positive feel on the handle, but the only way to check that really is to put it all back together and give it a try. All back together, and if we open the door you can see its little handle releases within the first few millimeters as opposed to going all the way to the end of its travel. So that's better, that feels good, and it's job done for today. Hi, and many thanks for watching the video right to the end. We really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed it and found it helpful, please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we've got many more exciting videos coming soon, both on the Ferrari, the camper van and the MG. You all take care. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.